Enjoyyyy here, and welcome back to my channel. We are not in the usual location. I'm downstairs in my kitchen because today we're going to be starting to fix Kanani up. I got her a year ago in January, which is crazy. I've spent a lot of time trying to maintain her hair. Her hair definitely is very long and unruly and much harder to manage than I thought, because pretty much anytime you move her it gets tangled. So I put her in these curlers a little while ago, like long enough that the curls would definitely stay in right now if I took them out, but not for a long time. So I'm thinking I'm going to boil wash her. So what I'm going to do is turn her head so she's facing backwards so her neck strings aren't in the way, wrap her in a tea towel. I'm going to get a bowl of ice cold water and a bowl of just about boiling, maybe slightly less warm water. And then I'm going to sit her in the sink to dry. While her head leaning over her sink, I'm not actually going to put her in the sink. I also need to tighten her limbs. You can't tell. I don't know if it's... They're very loose. Oh, and look, there's a curl coming undone. Okay, so I'm going to do this as gently as possibly. And I'm not going to go all the way up to the root, so I'm just going to dip what I can in the water. Obviously, you go cold first before dipping them into boiling water. I'm going to be very careful. I won't do it for very long. Yeah, this doll is very precious to me. So I just really want to look after her, give her the best treatment possible. So I'm going to set up and I will get back to you when I'm doing the boiling water wash. Okay, what I have here is a bowl of water, cold water with ice in it, and then pretty hot water, but it's not boiling. I put a little bit of colder water into it, so it's only lightly steaming right now. I could obviously take Kanani's head off, but personally, I like to use the body almost as like a handle. Yeah, and we've got some flyaways here, but hopefully they'll be kind of okay. So what I'm gonna do first is try to get as much of her hair as I can in the cold water. And I'm gonna have to be very careful because since her hair is quite close to her head, I don't want to get too close to her head. And I also don't want to dip anywhere in the hot water that hasn't been dipped by cold water. I didn't really think about that part, to be honest. Yeah, so basically I'm gonna go back and forth for a few minutes and like get her hair in both temperatures of water as much as I possibly can until I'll play just by ear really of when I want to stop. And because I didn't do it actually boiling, I don't really have too much to worry about, which is nice. But I'm not going to keep it in for as long as I'll do the cold. Oh, and there's ice stuck in her hair. Lovely. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep going here. I might let her stay in the boiling for a second longer this time. Just really want to get those curls in. Hopefully this is not loosening her wig or anything, because that can happen. That's why you have to be very careful getting your doll's hairline wet, which is why I'm obviously not submerging her entire head. I'm being as careful as I can. Okay. So, we're going to hope that that is enough. I'm going to leave her to sit here with the cold water for a sec. I honestly really don't know if my hot water was hot enough, but we will hope. I can always do it again. I'm just very cautious with these things. And when I did Caroline's wig, I didn't do it very hot, and it stayed pretty good. I just straightened it, so we will hope for the best, and I will come back with results. Okay, so I'm aware this may look terrifying to you guys right now. What I'm going to do is remove her head. I'm just going to let it dry here, probably until tonight or maybe even the morning. The curls are a little messed up, but I'm hoping it'll be okay. It feels so light without the head. Kanani is especially heavy because of all the hair. I'm going to go tighten up her limbs off camera. Her arms are actually fine, it's just her legs. She can't actually stand. So I'm gonna go do her legs off camera. There's so many limb tightening tutorials on YouTube, but I wasn't gonna give a tutorial anyway. the boil wash is kind of more interesting to watch. But I'm going to tighten up her limbs off camera, and I will come back and show you what they're like before I move on and put her all back together. Hey guys, so we are back. I've tightened the limbs. Let's see if she can stand. Okay, she can stand without a head, so that's good progress. Turns out the limbs had already been tightened, and I did make some mistakes. As I said before, the arms were actually fine, but the legs were what was very loose. So I think I messed this arm up a bit because I redid it by accident. Okay, it's okay. You kind of do like a stop motion test almost to check that. It's hard to get it perfect when I'm not putting the head straight on because they do a lot of stuffing. I feel like I'm missing a bit there, and I always seem to be missing a bit here where they get like a butt crease. Basically, I'm going to consider that a success because I think I did the best that she was able to get. So it is the next day. Kanani's rollers have been taken out, as you can see. And, well, okay, first of all, I tightened her limbs. She can stand alone now, which is really exciting. She's not the best stander. I feel like I probably wouldn't leave her standing because I just wouldn't. I don't feel like her legs are that secure, but I couldn't get them any tighter. I did my best. What else? She also, I've just realized, is the oldest doll in my collection. I mean, I haven't actually checked her body tag of when she was made, but my older sister got her doll also in 2011, but that was Christmas 2011. I have no idea when this Kanani was bought because obviously I got her second hand. I could check their body tags, but I'm just going to go ahead and say Kanani's the oldest in my collection, seeing as technically my sister's doll isn't even in my collection. So one thing I found really important when I was taking out the curlers was I tried the curl both ways each time. To see like which way curled better, and then I went the way that curled better, and honestly she looks stunning. I'm going to take a picture of her before I go ahead and show you the back. Now that I'm looking at her on camera, I definitely see myself using a lot more of her. I just think she's so cute. I hope her hair stays like this because I did put her clothes on before I attached her head or anything, and I've been super careful dealing with her hair, so I don't know if it's going to be a constant state of that, but I will say whenever I messed up any curls, I was able to really quickly just twist them on my finger and they'd bounce back up. So I'm just hoping they stay in better. I don't mind doing the pin curls every so often, but yeah. So let me zoom out so you can see her hair fully. Okay, first off, I'm trying to figure out my lighting. I don't understand my white balance settings. The auto ones don't really work very well with my new lighting equipment, and I haven't really got the hang of adjusting the kelvins yet. I feel like it doesn't look right. It looks like it's really dark. The room is actually so light right now, like the lighting is perfect because of my new lighting system, so I don't really know what to do with that. If anyone has any tips, any help, please let me know in the comments. I don't usually do this, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love reading your guys' comments. It's easily my favorite thing about being a YouTuber, so I try my best to keep the comments on. And I'm really sorry if they're not on. People sometimes let me know and I go change it, but yeah, I try my best. If you didn't know, YouTube is really weird nowadays with kids laws, pretty much, COPPA. So they often get turned off. It also means a lot of you don't get notified when I post my videos. So if you haven't, I would recommend hitting the bell because that way it's very likely to come up in your feed. Yeah. And if you watch my videos but you haven't subscribed, it would mean the world to me if you did. I'm slowly working my way up to the 1K goal. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.